Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Not a lot of people know this about me, but if I go out on a date with somebody and it's a good date, I will wait an hour or so after, and then I will call them to thank them for the date, and I had a good time and everything else.
Hold on, you'll actually call?
I actually call the number.
You don't text?
No, I call to say thank you.
I didn't even know you knew how to do that.
Standard thing. Well, I don't really talk to them. I just call, and then I block the number, and when they answer, I just go,
Okay.
and if she knows it's me calling to say thank you in the special way that I do, then we'll go out again because we obviously click. If she doesn't know it's me, no big deal. I'm sure I'll see her again at some point. So,
So weird.
not worried about it. But Bruce, who is on the phone today and wants to do a second date update, is very confused why his date's not calling him back because apparently after they went out, he called her to say thank you. They had a good conversation, and now she's not calling him back at all. I'm curious, Bruce, do you do the call the same way I do?
Please say no.
No, man.
Try it next time. Women love heavy breathing in the phone.
Yeah, I'll definitely be sure to try that.
Okay, cool. First of all, tell us a little bit about how you met the girl that you want to call today.
Well, her name's Madison. We met online. You know, I've done it a few times. Have you guys tampered with the online dating?
Craigslist, yeah.
Craig, that's not online dating, Jubal.
Yeah, it's weird. Most
That's
of people
just-
want you to pay them.
Yeah, that's weird, right? Usually you pay services.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I went through eHarmony.
Oh, okay.
And that was supposed to be...
legit.
That's another pay site, too, much like Craigslist, you know?
Not really, but
No?
yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, anyway, eHarmony, that's where most people look that I've researched on, I guess, to look for more serious kind of relationships.
Oh,
So
so
you-
you're looking for a serious thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of done with the whole bachelor lifestyle, I guess.
And is that something that you say right off the gate, like, I'm looking for something serious?
I tend to wait till I actually meet the person, you know, and we kind of fill each other out, you know, kind of where we stand with that. But I do tend to look for girls who fit that profile.
And did you think that Madison fit that profile?
I did, you know, I mean, I met a few girls online before. You know, they didn't really work out. You know, some people are just in it for the reasons I'm not into, which, you know,
Just cheap sex and fun, you know? Sounds terrible.
yeah.
So what was it about Madison that made her stand out?
She has a really, really fun personality. Even before meeting her, she just you can kind of see it from a distance. And then as she gets up closer, she's just beautiful.
Were you following
You know.
her around before you met her? Because that's what it sounds like.
No,
No.
like her profile pictures, again, it was,
Oh.
you know, I mean,
Well, just the way you
nice.
said from a distance, I pictured you, looking through a window with binoculars, and you're like, and then once I brushed her arm when I walked past her in the coffee shop, then I noticed that she did have a fun personality.
No, I mean, how it was, you know, everyone pretty much looks good in their profile picture.
Okay, that's what
Right.
you meant. All right.
So yeah, then we met up at a bar. She was just beautiful. She didn't cake on makeup. You know how some girls, especially on first dates,
Yeah.
I swear like to go overboard. You know,
Yeah.
and you're not sure which is their face or you know or how deep it goes.
How deep does that
deep
make
it
I usually just reach across the table and try to scratch it off at that point just to see. Do you feel like you guys really clicked together?
Absolutely, yeah. Conversation was easy the entire time, and we both joked about the whole online thing. You know, and how it's just kind of a crapshoot.
How did everything end with you guys?
The date lasted a few hours. When it was time to go, you know, I just kind of asked her if I could call her to hang out again, you know, or go out. And she gave me a really big smile and said, absolutely.
Wow.
So based on that, I decided to take it upon myself to lean in, and I kind of just gave her a little kiss. Nothing
Yeah.
too aggressive.
Not too aggressive.
And
and grab the back of her head. Get over
It
here.
was, yeah. No, it seemed like it was right. You know, it's kind of that lull silence, I guess, you know, after a little bit of laughter, I guess. So it just, again, it seemed like almost like a movie.
She sounds like quite the catch.
Yeah.
I mean, she was. All the way home, I just couldn't stop thinking about the date. I kept replaying everything in my head.
Love that.
And so, you know, as I pulled in my garage, I thought, to call her, and I just thanked her again for the date and how amazing it was, and that I'd really like to go out again, and if she would like to as well. She reciprocated that and was really excited that I called, and we set plans for the next Friday.
So that conversation went cool, but yet she's not getting back to you for a second date.
Yeah, man, that's why I'm so confused. You know, ever since we made that plan, I really haven't heard anything.
Do you think that she's getting like hit up left and right and maybe found a better option online?
That's kind of what I'm afraid of. But to really just not text or anything and just to drop with the night we did have, you know, at least some closure would be nice.
Yeah, and especially if you guys already made plans, so you didn't set your Friday night aside and then she just doesn't get back to you.
Exactly.
Huh.
Interesting. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Right on. Thanks, guys.
All right, man, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Bruce is on the phone with us. He's currently experiencing one of the most frustrating things in dating. He went out with a girl, they had a great date, seemed to click on every level. Even after the date, they made plans to go out on another date, like scheduled plans, and then she just stopped talking to him. And she wasn't a total dog face, which is nice too. She was attractive, so Bruce is trying to figure out why she's not calling him back. All right, Bruce, we're about to give her a call and find out. You ready?
Yeah, I am.
What's the best case scenario for you in this?
That she was really busy or she lost her phone.
Okay.
I'm praying she lost her phone.
Yeah. And she couldn't hop on the internet to contact you via Facebook or
Laptop broke.
eHarmony where you guys met. There's she dropped off the grid for a little while. Maybe she's homeless and we find that out.
Oh, thank
And there was
God.
no way to get a hold of you. That's the only thing that I can think could be good in this scenario.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Prepare for the worst, I think is what they're saying.
Here we go, man. I'm going to dial the phone number right now.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello,
Hi, can I speak to Madison, please?
this is she.
Hello, Madison. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
From where? I'm sorry.
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show?
You're looking for Madison?
Yes, I am. I'm calling you today because we recently got an email about you.
Okay.
It was from somebody that you went out on a date with. His name is Bruce,
Okay.
and Bruce told us a little bit about your date, and he's very curious why you just kind of stopped talking to him. So he asked us to see if we could get you on the phone and find out why.
Okay. It's kind of awkward.
It's kind of awkward.
Understandable.
Yeah, this is a very awkward thing, but Bruce really wants to know if he did something wrong on your date. He had nothing but nice things to say about you. But he also said that you made plans with him to go out, like the next Friday after you guys had your date, and then you just bailed.
I mean, that just kind of happened. I do apologize, and I feel bad.
Hey, Madison, have you ever had somebody do that to you where you're really kind of into them and you want to go out with them again, they just stop talking to you?
Yes,
It's pretty frustrating, right?
it is. It is. I do understand. It is very frustrating.
So
And
then,
I do apologize.
okay, well, don't you think it'd be cool to, like, let Bruce know why you blew him off?
I guess I can explain to you. I just would feel like I would hurt his feelings.
Okay.
So I don't want him to know.
Well, you can
but,
tell us, and then we'll figure out a way to tell him where it doesn't hurt his
Yeah,
feelings.
kind of relay the message gently.
Okay.
Okay, so we had a good time. He was very nice, and when the date finished, he called me back, and he just, said thank you, and that was actually really nice. I really appreciated that. So we talked on his way home, and then he got home and proceeded to get off the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if, obviously, I highly doubt he knows he did this, and I am in the wrong for this a little bit too, but he didn't hang up.
Uh-huh.
And
So you stayed on. Anytime anybody does that to me, by the way, I stay on the phone the whole time too, just to listen for a little bit, just to see what they're doing.
You guys are such voyeurs.
I want to catch somebody being like pervy or something, you know.
It wasn't. It wasn't pervy.
Oh,
I wasn't
damn.
being the perv. I just, I was just kind of curious, I guess.
For sure.
What did you hear?
Well, at first, I just heard rustling, and I was like, oh, okay, he's home. And then I heard a guy's voice. And I was like, ooh, he's going to have a conversation. That's when I was like, I'm definitely listening. He said to the guy, I just went on a date. I'm going to marry that girl.
Oh, that's really cute.
Or really creepy.
Yeah, exactly.
that's
It goes one of two
all
ways. Like
fine.
Brooke is practically ready to slide off her seat right now, and Jose's like, "Whoa, that's creepy."
It freaked me out. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And so that's why I've been avoiding him, because I don't think that you can tell if you're going to marry somebody after one date.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
you
just
can't,
feel
but
like
other
it
people
was.
could.
You feel like it was too much.
Too soon.
Yeah, way too much. And granted, like I had a great time with him. It was fun. But when, like the first thing that he says when he gets home is, I'm going to marry that girl. It's like, what?
But the thing is, I mean, you couldn't see his face. You don't know. I mean,
Brooke's trying so
telling
hard for
you.
like the storybook love tale thing
dude,
right now.
seriously, I think some people can tell after the first date, and I think you're you could have found like the coolest guy you'll ever meet.
Or you could have found a stage 5 clinger.
But
It all depends how you interpret it. This is how she's interpreting it. I mean, that's how it made her feel.
Should be mutual, right?
Yeah.
That's the risk of dating, right? They're always either clingers or romantics.
Yeah, and that's the vibe that she got from this dude, obviously, that he's a clinger right away.
No.
Yeah, that's exactly the vibes that I got. And, like, hey, that's fine for you maybe, but not for me. I want somebody to want to get to know me first.
Before you talk about marriage, all right. Well,
Exactly.
Madison, thank you. I appreciate it. I'll make sure to let Bruce know in the nicest way possible.
Okay, I hope that helps.
All right, and the only nice way I can think of is to let you know that he's on the other line and just heard that.
What? Are you serious?
Yes, I am.
It's kind of
Bruce, say hi to Madison.
Hi, Madison. Madison, I can't believe you actually heard that.
Yeah.
I'm at a complete loss for words.
Do you remember saying that to whoever you were talking? Who were you talking to, by the way, Bruce?
Yeah, I was talking to my roommate.
Okay.
I walked in, and my roommate, kind of was sarcastic, being like, "Yo, dude, how'd the date go?" So I thought of the first thing that was on top of my head. It's like, I think I love her, man. I want to marry her, or something like that.
Crap. That's cool to say to your roommate, but you definitely don't want the person that you just went on a date with, a first date, to hear that.
Madison, I really wish you would have let me know that you heard that, and we could have cleared some things up, but...
So, what, like, are you taking it back? do you not mean it anymore? Or what do you mean by that?
So, kind of what I meant was, where I was at with my excitement was, I could definitely see, things going, forward if that's, kind of how things were with us all the time, the more and more we started being together, and, I don't know, it might turn into love.
This is such an awkward thing to try to explain.
Oh, Madison, I mean, can't you give this guy a chance? I mean, I know that it's a lot of pressure, but haven't you ever just felt overwhelmed and maybe you exaggerated your feelings a little?
Yeah.
Sure, but I don't know. It's like hearing something that you're not supposed to. It's hard to come back from that because now it's on such a grounds of embarrassment.
Why don't we turn it into a joke?
Why don't we just forget it ever happened and turn it into a joke?
I mean, if it has to always be remembered, we did have a good time. We had an amazing time. It's actually one of the best dates that I've been on in years.
Bruce, I think you need to downplay it a little more. Don't call the date amazing. Don't call it awesome. Just be like, it was cool or whatever, Madison. I didn't really care too much.
Decent.
That sounds like what Madison is into.
Yeah.
Oh, Madison, stop being so scared of love.
Yeah.
Come on, Madison.
Oh, I'm not scared. I just, want to make smart decisions and not,
I know.
That's good.
But he could have said, like, horrible things about you. He could talk about, like, your boobs or your
Yeah.
butt or how he wanted to bang you.
That
You
happened
just
after
have-
Madison hung up. I guarantee it.
Like, you actually found a sweet, caring man that really wants to find love someday. He's not saying it's necessarily with you right now.
No, I think he did say that.
Well, I'm
literally.
just trying to help him out.
I don't know. It's just, that's like a lot of pressure. I mean, I'm still pretty young. So
All right.
that's, it's always going to be like in the back of my head. Like,
Well, sweet. Then we should send you guys out again. Madison, would you like to go on a second date with Bruce? I'll pay for
oh my
it.
God.
I think
Come
we
on,
should.
Madison. Give him one more shot.
Madison, I really wish it didn't happen, but it did. I'm definitely in it for take it date by date. I don't have a problem with that. I just got really excited about you as a person.
Oh.
So, Madison, will you go out one more time with me?
Hey, Madison, if you wouldn't have been such a snoop and listened in on his conversation, would you go out with him if you didn't hear what he said?
That's a good question.
I mean, yeah, I would have.
Okay.
I absolutely would have.
So it's your own fault.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, now.
So you should go out with him again.
Come on.
I mean, I feel so guilty about all of this. I mean, I guess I kind of owe it to you.
There you go.
You're saying yes?
Congratulations, Bruce. You got yourself a pity date.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Thanks.
I'm excited to go out with you, Bruce. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I guess it's whatever.
Yeah. See, that's how you have to play
Oh, I
it.
see.
Yeah. I mean, I might be busy that night, but we'll see.
Thanks, Jubal.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.